Good morning. Good morning, all. I hope you slept well. Golly, I'll be honest, I didn't sleep very well at all. My dreams kept me up. I had so many of them. And that's not me being overly dramatic. It really isn't. It sucks because I have a really long day ahead of me, but I thankfully am not somebody that requires a lot of sleep. And so it's one of those things. I watched Barron, and then I watched Tucker and Joe Kent's interview, which was really telling. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I knew it was coming. When he resigned and the approach that he took, I know it was a big stance, and it was a loud message. There's a lot that came to me in reference to that interview. And he is being very diplomatic when he delivers his verbiage, because he has to be very careful with the things that he says and how he trudges forward because of the position that he carried, the injustice that the justice system is moving, i.e. trying to fight Tucker Carlson in a judicial way in reference to who he can and who he can't interview and things of that nature, right? And so there's very meticulous ways and methodical ways that some of these people have to deliver their messages. Me, on the other hand, I'm a free spirit. I don't have to worry about things like that. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? You see? Now, what they can do is make it very difficult for me to post videos, which they do. Like the video I made last night, that's really good, about talking about my addiction and trying to help encourage people. They wouldn't let me post it. That's a big no-no. You can't talk about those. It's so comical, the videos that they will and won't let me post, because the videos that I post don't shape their narrative. The narrative that they've funneled out, the narratives on top of narratives, that's all they have to land on are narratives. Nothing factual, it's all narratives. And so it's like, it's just, to me, it's very eye-opening. It's like, okay, like this is the best they got. Okay, cool, right? And so that said, I respect Joe Kent and the stance that he took, and I hear loud and clear why he did it, and it was a smart move. It was a smart move. It was a godly move, and it's one of those things. The only thing that what really stuck out to me when he was talking about Trump having the ability to change this, and Trump being courageous, and Trump protecting his family. Okay. Let me just go ahead and say this. His family seems pretty protected. I think they're okay. I think they're okay. They're sitting pretty happy in the monetary department. They have Secret Service that goes shopping with him. His granddaughter does. So I think the protection is okay. I mean, I think that it goes beyond that I think a lot of people don't want to see. And I get it. Okay. It's a hard truth. I like Trump. I voted for him. I'm in the same boat as everybody else. Okay. But the reality is realities. The words that are not being said are not being said. The actions are the actions. When somebody does a complete 180, you have to ask yourself, why? Why did they do a 180? And it's a lot of various different reasons. There probably is a different side of the protection. Handlers, the people that's surrounding him, like JD Vance and whatever his name is. I mean, you can just tell these people are all bots. They're just here funneling and saying things to Trump. It's been like that for years. But I think the biggest issue that we have right now, truthfully, my personal opinion, okay, agree to disagree, it's probably a biased opinion, but this is what I believe. I believe Trump's got skeletons in his closet that he don't want to come out. I believe so. And who doesn't have skeletons? I mean, everybody's got skeletons, but when you carry a position in the limelight, when you carry a position in the world that you're going to be investigated, that you're going to be looked into, and you've asked for that, you've asked for it. In reference to me, like, I put my story out there. I know people are going to say things. I know people are and they're entitled to that. I'm open for an investigation. Let's go, baby. Let's go 10 toes down. I'm down for it. I want to be investigated, truly. Let me in on this, coach. Put me in, coach. You know, I'm ready for subpoenas to go out. I'm ready for discovery. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for some text messages to come out. Let's go, baby. You know, I want it. I want it. I want my family to be investigated. I want my line to be investigated. I want to understand where I came from. Because at this point, I don't even know. That said, you recognize that. You recognize that. You know, and you have to be at a place where you make decisions and you own your decisions. And I think somewhere along the way, Epstein or whatever, things got a little hairy. They got a little hairy because of the people he surrounded himself with. Because they were worried about the status quo and the money and the power and the greed. And see, this is what happens. This is what happens. They get lost along the way. They start making choices. 555, as I say that. Choices. Now looking back, hindsight 2020, they ain't proud of. They ain't proud of, and they don't want to come out. Why? Because it's not only just going to ruin his legacy, it's going to ruin his family. It's going to be a lot of questions. A lot of questions. And again, I'm not just talking about him. I'm saying in general. That's why you see everything unraveling the way that it is in reference to Epstein files. A lot of these people that are doubling down, fighting for this war, doubling down, creating distractions, hitting the key points out, they're all unraveled in it. It's all a secret society. It's all underground. It just is. And I know a lot of people don't want to understand the magnitude of the evil that runs alongside this, but it does. It does. When you have people moving mountains to hide the truth when it comes to harming children. Like, none of them talk about Gaza. That's crazy to me to see what happened in Gaza and how none of our media outlets talk about it. How they don't talk about it. And it's crazy to me. But they don't talk about it because they're not supposed to talk about it. Because it's not a part of the narrative. It's not a part of the narrative, you see. And everything is narrative driven now. It really is. It's he said, she said. There's not, facts can be misconstrued. And smear campaigns can run afoot. They can run afoot. And for example, this morning, you know, I'm just to a place in my life, I'm tired of being a doormat to people that blatantly go out of their way to just be unkind for no reason. No reason, blood or not. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me, this whole thing. And nobody in this world, not a single soul with a heartbeat, okay? Whether you're connected to your soul or not, you got a heartbeat. If you're still up and walking around, baby, you still got a heartbeat, in my mind. Deserves to be mistreated, deserves to be treated unkindly, particularly if they haven't even been able to share their story or make sense of any of it. Like, make that make sense and run it back. Run it back. And so often enough, we now live in a world where people feel like they have the right to treat you poorly, and they don't even know your story. They don't even know your true story. They know what they've been paid to play as. And right now, Trump is fighting the handlers. You know, he has handlers. We all have handlers in different ways. They're all trying to handle us right now. And you just have to get to a place where you stand on your 10 and you know what's right and wrong. You know what's right and wrong. And you know how you should be treated because you go into the world and you treat people fairly. You treat people kindly. And for some reason, that's hard to be received back in your world. And then you got to start asking, why? Why do I live in a world where I'm treated a certain way? Well, because you allow it. And I'm exhausted of allowing it. I'm exhausted of giving people excuses to just be grumpy for no reason. No reason. You know, maybe you're having a bad day. Okay, cool. Start with that. I'm having a bad day, so I might be a little testy. You know, don't just come out of the gate and just say unkind things, right? And I'm talking in reference to just different issues that I go through with my son, intentionally.